Welcome back to Yuki Gaming News, and today we have something very interesting for you. This is not technically about a game, rather the game engine to make video games. And this is breaking news now because Unity has decided to cancel their runtime fee. And what do we mean by the runtime fee? Last year, it was reported that they actually added said runtime fee. So, what is the runtime fee from last year? So if you made a game and you published it and you make money, you have to do a fee for the runtime, and it's self-reported too. So what would have happened is you would have to report 2.5% of your game's monthly gross revenue, and this would be based on monthly unique initial engagement. So you buy the game, you download all that. So if I made $100, if if your game is $100, you made $100 from your monthly gross revenue, 2.5% will be reported. That will be $2.50. So that's the runtime fee. So just a little context on that before we get into today's article. But today, this morning actually at 8 a.m. Pacific today, I got an email that Unity was canceling their runtime fee. I'm like, whoa, okay. And here's the article that we're going to be reading, and this is from the Unity website itself. So this is from Matt Broomberg from Unity Technologies. He's the president and CEO of Unity, so obviously he's legit. A message to our community: Unity is canceling the runtime fee. So let's read the entire article verbatim to see what he says. Normally I would skip over article readings, but this one we have to because it gives you an idea of what he says. He's the president after all. After deep consultation with our community, customers, and partners, we made the decision to cancel the runtime fee for our games customers, effective immediately. Non-gaming industry customers are not impacted by this modification. So if you are making a video game in retrospect, then your runtime fee is canceled. But if you're not making a game, you're just doing something else with Unity. If it's non-gaming, you are still going to be with the runtime. Over the last 20 years, we partnered with brilliant designers and developers, artists and engineers, publishers and platforms where a, to build a world where great games could be built by anyone for everyone. We called it democratizing game development, and it remains our core mission today. However, we can't pursue that mission in conflict with our customers. At its heart, it must be a partnership built on trust. I've been able to connect with many of you over the last 3 months, and I've heard time and time again that you want a strong unity, no pun intended, and understand that price increases are a necessary part of what enables us to invest in moving forward. But those increases had needed come in a novel or controversial new form. We want to deliver value at a fair price in the right way so that we can continue to feel comfortable building your business over a long term with Unity as a partner. And we're confident that if we good partners and deliver great software and services, we barely scratch the surface of what we can do together. So we are reverting our existing seat-based subscription model for all gaming customers, including those who adopt Unity 6, which is coming later this year. So here's what you can expect. If you are a Unity personal, you are doing Unity personal, like the for personal use. Unity personal will remain free and will be doubling the current revenue and funding ceiling from 100,000 to 200,000 US dollars. This means more of you can use the Unity at no cost. The made with Unity splash screen will become optional for Unity personal games made with Unity 6. when it launches later this year. So if you do not want to see or use the made with Unity splash screen in the beginning of your games, wait until Unity 6 and it will become optional to do that. You can make your own splash screen if you want. For Unity Pro and Unity Enterprise, we'll be modifying subscription pricing and the qualifying annual revenue thresholds effective the 1st of 2025, January 1. These changes will apply to all new and existing Unity Pro and Enterprise customers when you purchase, upgrade, or renew a resubscription or on the date. For Pro, 8% 8% subscription price increase to 2,200 US dollars annual per seat will apply to Unity Pro. Unity Pro will be required Unity Pro will be required for customers with more than 200,000 US dollars of total annual revenue and funding. For enterprise, it's 25%. A 25% subscription price increase will apply to Unity Enterprise. Unity Enterprise will be required for customers with more than 25 million US dollar of total annual revenue and funding. A minimum subscription requirement may also apply. Because this set is our largest customers have unique needs and many of our products and services, we'll be contacting everyone in the days ahead to discuss customized packages. From this point forward, it's our intention to revert to a more traditional cycle of considering any potential price increases only on an annual basis. Our commitment remains that if we charge the if we change the editor software in terms of ways it may impact you, you may continue using your current version of the software under the previously agreed terms as long as you keep using that version. We updated this commitment last year on our GitHub repository and the website there. You can read more about all the details of our 2025 pricing changes here, which we will be going over in a moment. Canceling the runtime fee for games and insulting these price changes will allow us to continue investing to improve game development for everyone while also being better partners. Thank you for all your trust and continued support. We look forward to many more years of great games together. So, let's go over those price changes and let's go over what has happened since last year in terms of Unity, in terms of people going for game development. And let's take a look at the pricing here. Let's go to their site here. So their pricing here, if you are doing their plans here, that is what you can do for your Unity. You have Pro 2040 a year here. You also have Enterprise with custom pricing if you are going for Enterprise. And Unit and Industry, it's 4,950 per year. Okay. Now keep in mind, I am using Unity in two ways. Currently, I'm using Unity for more of VR chat role development, which means nothing in this case. But let's just say I do make a card game. Okay, let's just say I make $100. They're not gonna do nothing because remember the rev in the thing is like 1,000 plus, so they're not touching. Okay, here's the thing though. You have if you want to like deploy the game consoles, you need Unity Pro. That's the catch here. Okay, so make sure you guys check it out if you guys are interested in like actual game development or part of the industry of game development. But what are other people saying about this? Let's go to Facebook for that answer. We have a post here from the group called Indie Game Developers IGD, and I'm going to shout them out here. And here's what others are saying about said Unity cancellation fee. Tomek, this guy, the one on the top comment says, "Too late, I guess. People took this time to learn Godot or UE. UE stands for Unreal Engine, which is also the rival of Unity because both of them are free. But I heard a lot of development time has been on UE." Next thing is next one. Digby Phrase says the following: "Strike now while they're weak. Demand more. Boycott the machine. Remember how casually they wanted to take everything from you." Let's see. Alari Alari says, "Still going to stick with you, Unreal Engine. There's no competition in my eyes." Sergio Bonifigo says the following, and a 25% increase enterprises subscription price. Yeah, 25% is a lot. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, Xavier Gordon says, "Too late. The trust is gone." Yeah, actually, a lot of people moved over from Unity to Unreal Engine or to Godot or to another game development engine because of the price of the Unity runtime. Diego says too late. Yeah, that's true. Now, now here's my thing on this. Remember, game development game development engines change all the time. It's just like video games in the video game industry nowadays. From video game industry nowadays, it's like monetization overload. It wasn't like this like 20 years ago. Okay, it was not like this 20 years ago when games games back then 20 years ago they didn't have monetization stuff. They didn't have new weapons or you have to unlock the weapons. You have to work for it. Nowadays you buy. You want that new skin for Fortnite. You buy. You want pay to win. You buy. If you want more items, potions, you buy. That wasn't the case 20 years ago. Game development engines can change too. So be very careful which one you want to use. Now, what do I want to use? Part of me wants to try Unreal Engine per se. I heard a lot of good things about it, but if I'm gonna stick with VR chat world development, I have to use Unity because that's the only engine for VR chat at this time. And then for gaming, for game development itself, like if I was gonna make an actual legit game, a lot of people say Unreal Engine, and I can see why. It's because, believe it or not, some people who make assets for um Unreal Unity actually moved over, and I was surprised to learn that because I didn't even know this engine was also an Unreal Engine. So I'm just gonna give you a little demo, a little example here of why some made over to Unreal Engine. So there's this asset that I was looking into called the FPS low poly engine. There was a low poly engine here. I know it, yeah, low poly shooter pack. It's called. It's from Infirma Games. Now, right now there's a sale because it's their annual sale. It's $25 right now. All right, $25. But this is the Unity edition of this engine. Okay, this is the Unity edition. This is version 4 point something here. But if you look at the reviews, there's a few there's a few one star here. Effectively depreciated. There are no new updates. Disappointing experience. Don't buy. Abandoned asset. Do not purchase. Loaded with bug. And the review is the author has stopped updating it, but all the promised updates won't happen. The author spends all their time updating the UE version, but this one is ignored. And at the time, at the time that this particular person bought it, it was at $50. But let's see the Unreal Engine version of low poly. Take the Unreal Engine store. I have dealt with Unreal Engine before. I just haven't like dived deeper. Store. Let's see here. If you look at the store here for the exact same um asset, it's the low poly shooter pack. It's already at 6.0. This is at 6.0 already, and this one is at 5 stars. Why is that? Now, keep in mind that it is $200 to buy this thing, but it makes sense. But my point with today's video is to demonstrate how people and developers use one engine more than the other. So here we have the new low poly shooter pack from Informa Games, and it's the version 6. On Unity, it's only version 4.3. Right now it's on sale. But I recommend I know I don't I know I don't use Unreal much. But if I'm going to recommend something, get the Unreal Engine version. Even though it's $180, you get more. Like literal more. You get FPP and TPP mode. I have no idea what that is yet. You have the mannequin ready, replicated, simple respawning and loadout, fully customizable blueprint, 50 plus weapon preset, 18 animated weapons, multiple attachments, and 240 weapon materials. And that's a lot. And that's a lot for $200. And you can use it for your game, your shooter game, right off the rip. So if you wanted your own shooter game, you can right here, right off the rip. Does the Unity version have this? No, not even close. This has been, I think, the last update was, yeah, the last update was last year, literal last year. So this particular asset has never been updated since last year. And I be now, is it because of the Unity runtime fee? Possibly, but you never know. But still, I wanted to show you guys how going from one to the other is interesting. Just something I wanted to show you guys of that. All right, that is all for this one. If you guys have any questions on it, I'll try my best to answer them. If you would like to support the stuff, we do now have our website being um, updated, the original one. Make sure you guys check that out. And yeah, no more runtime fee. Enjoy. Get rid of that runtime fee, will ya? Have fun.